Alright guys, what is up? Welcome on back. And so today we are getting boss prepped. So we have our breeding pair of wyverns. They came out at 200 for the perfect stats. We got a little over 5k health, which isn't great. Almost 900 stamina. Weight is 616. Melee is 306. We did get a health and melee mutation, which is good because health is right. So I can't remember if it was the health or stamina that was considered pretty low. We got a health mutation, bringing it to 5560, and then 318. I've also, because the plan is I'm going to go in with 2 mate boosted wyverns and then 18 RGs. The RG's base stats are 3300, 11, 760, and 414. We ended up getting a double mutation, but the double mutation came with the food, came with a melee, and I really didn't want to pass it up, so I was like, you know what, screw it, we'll get it. And so it came out to 35, 1140, 760, and then 426. I ended up putting a stove in here for how much prime I've been accumulating. Might actually need to go and do another wyvern milk run because I don't know how long they have to chewing through the food. Ooh. This was fully imprinted now. Okay, so with the fully imprinted RG were 42, 1140, and 505. I am not too mad about. It's on a slight imprint. I don't think stamina gets an imprint during the boost, but I could be incorrect. But yeah, I think we're gonna try to get the rest of the shoulder pets this episode. I have, which I need to put them on. I know not everything has. Here we go. We also got a better pike. I've just been kind of running around and getting stuff. I'm keeping them on breeding because I'd like to get a couple more stacks, especially for higher levels, especially if this works out. But yeah, it's because we have all 3, and I ended up going back and getting, so we have 1 extra of each. And it's just, so we already have the jerboa, so we just need the Pego, the Microraptor, and the Vulture. And also, I ended up making a couple signs. So this is for the crafting area. And as you can see, I have done... I forgot to burn fly around with the fire wyvern. I'd like to go get some better fire wyverns at some point, especially poison. Yeah, Twan Ranch. I ended up getting the fences put up, a couple little areas to go around it too. And it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was going to be, but yeah, it goes all the way around on both sides. So really, unless some, I mean, like, obviously they can kind of go in the front, but that's definitely a lot bigger of a deterrent than, I don't think our wyverns can fit through here. Oh, they can. Okay, sick. But yeah, so we have quite a bit boosted up, and I did actually also end up, couldn't think of a name such as the House of Homes. I was wanting to put one of these up there, but I think it would have looked better, personally, but I had it dead set on putting a sign up, so we just did the billboard instead. Yeah, I know I'm not too keen on levels specific. I do think I want to try and go for at least a level 100. More or less for the weight. I don't know how often we're going to be using any of them. But it's just something I would like, honestly, and we might even try to get a hyaenodon soon too. I know it's not really a shoulder pet, but it's still a smaller creature. So I'm going to take, I know for Microraptors we need this. Pegos, we'll need a bunch of major berries. Put those in our hotbar. Um, and the vultures will need rotten meat. So I'm just going to take as much of it as I can. I think that should be more than enough, even for a 150. So we're not even going for a 150. If we find out something higher, I just want something higher than a 100. And I've been honestly contemplating, because I think it's still on here. If it's still, let's go. Oh, no, not tart. Tames in progress. This Pego has been on here for ever, like forever. And I think we're gonna try to get him today. I've been contemplating it for a while, and I just think that sounds like a good idea. So let's put. I'm going to put all of my stuff that I'm not needing. Oh, I still need to grab. The major bears, and I think. You have a good bit, don't you? Oh, yeah. I don't know how many we'll need, or how the stack process works, which is why we have two. Because I don't know how many per it needs. Might even be too much. But yeah, so let's see if we can go find this Pego. So I don't even know what I was doing that would have counted for this. Still over here. Let's hope there's no other Pegos around. Hey. Nice. We got him. I wanted to do mate boosted pairs, and it took quite a bit, and didn't. What are you? You're a male, so we don't need that one. Did it eat it already, or do we have its bag anywhere? Let's eat it. Unless you took it for me. You did not. Well, looks like we have to go back. There seems to be a decent bit of Pegos around this area, obviously. I never said I was going to go for level 100s, but that thing's been on my thing for like a minute now. Oh, we're having so many lag issues right now. I need to go back and get some more mages then. I don't know if it's because of how many things I've bred up the last couple minutes. Yeah, and I think I'm just going to do the good old-fashioned lay down a bunch of things, and because I have a mindset of where I want everything's health to be at. I mean, with already 500 melee for the RGs, I think they'll be okay. But I'd still like their health to be at least 20k plus. Yeah, get some more mages, and then we'll look for another Pego. So I ended up finding it's a 10, but it says it's mate boosted. So I'm trying to find. There's so little. Oh, is it that one? One's a 40. Because I'm wondering if I can just pick them up with my wyvern. What's that one? That one is a 15. Seems like there's a cluster of them around here. And that one's a 135. So the question is, can I pick you up? Was I able to? Maybe not. Where are you? You can't pick Microraptors up. Where's it at? Where's the... bullet. Just in case I get attacked by any of the other ones. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, shit. Do these things eat rare flowers? We'll give it raw meat too. We'll try to keep our distance. I don't know. It doesn't look like there's really like a lot of bad things around here though. This thing's lower down, but my graphics came up. What did I thought it was going to be? Oh shit. 40. Really wasn't wanting to try to take all these things out because I don't know. Oh my god, that'd be weird. I say that as I chomp on it. Where are you? Okay, stop, passive. Nice. How do I access your inventory? Want to get a bunch of meat for all this also. Looks like we have a Microraptor, a Pego, and so we really just need to find a Vulture. So obviously we need like the mating pairs for all of these also, but I was reading that I might want to go and get like a... Oh, you're pretty too. Because vultures are... I was gonna take our dude out, but... Is this also cooking? This is empty now. Let me put a stack of this in here just so I have it. Where is my... There it is. Apparently ghillie is a good thing to wear. Not even as much so for... Also, I've been having an issue with... My map has not been rendering. It just looks like this all the time anymore. that in case we see another. So ours is a male. I think right? I think we got a male Microraptor and a male Pego. So now with the Pego, I know I made an exception for it because it was the first, but the female has to be over 100. Yeah, so I normally find, I mean, vultures are everywhere, but I feel like it's going to be easier to tame one out in the desert as long as we can, because there's, it's, I don't know, I figured because it's more wide open. I guess we could even take the wyverns over to, once we get their stamina up a little bit, taking out the titanosaurs with those would probably be a good idea. Here's a bunch of it right here. And I know taking out quite a bit of like high level ones just from like, that one's a 15. That one's a 25. $10. You are a 5. There's a couple more flying around over here. You were an 80. A 5. 55. I am still on the lookout for another high-level Equus. Yeah, I definitely think staying more inland. Also, other than that one's a 5, that one's a 10. I don't think I've really ever seen raptors this far out before. It's a 20. Pego. Yeah, I wonder. I've never really seen them in the desert before, nor have I seen. There's Herathariums in the desert. What the hell is going on? Five, you're a 10. I swear, when I don't need a high level of something, and I'm not even asking for like a high level, I'm just asking for something that's not super low. I know I really don't need to, but I just kind of wanted to have these in my base. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm probably gonna get a couple high-ended ons too, as kind of just as a just because, honestly. 55, you are a, I think that was just a 20. I'd imagine this one over here is probably also a 20, but just in case it said 120. Oh! I need the black pearl, so I guess. Oh, maybe it's not going to. Oh, there it is. I saw Ross do this. And they bury. despawn. Nice. What did you got on you? New black pearls. That's fine now. I didn't realize you could get leech blood from them, though. Let's give you more stamina. Take a look at some of you. You are a 15. Scorpion, you're a 10. Is that one? I can kind of see something way over there. You are a 15. Dude, the amount that you're swaying is starting to get. What was that? 4, 5. Just a rock glitching through there. I really wasn't expecting to get a death worm while doing all this. I think when we're all said and done with this, I do think I'm going to go back through your 20 and a 35. Oh, those are just bones. Scorpion. Quite a bit of stuff here. $80. 40. 45. No, we need to get a dung beetle here soon for our crops. I did end up also getting a an oil area. Also, I haven't harvested anything from it yet, so I'd imagine it probably has at least a little bit in it. That's 50. That one's attacking a bunch of things. I don't know, they're pretty tough and resilient, I do have to admit. It's a 15. That one's a 15 as well. That one's a 25. Level are you? 25. I think I'm just gonna start taking these things out at this point. There's 3 here. 75, 25. 25 and 25. 20. Button's a 125, so we'll probably go for that one if I can't find. If none of these other ones are any better. That one's a 10. And the one attacking the mantises is a 15. So yeah, we'll do the 125 then, I guess. Oh, are you the one that landed? Yep. You have the raw meat. Yes, ma'am. Are you the 125? Yes. As long as it stays around here, we should be okay, because I really haven't seen anything that could potentially... I was hoping they were going to take like a kibble or something like that. It pooped. But of course, all the ones on here take like something special. Can I feed you again? I think the only thing we would have an issue with now... Yeah, so from what if it gets attacked, starts attacking something, or we get attacked by something and kill it, it will basically reset all of this. Which isn't what you want. Yeah, I really don't know the proper usefulness of the vultures. Like, I don't know if it's something where, like, every time you, like, kill something, if it just... like harvest the raw meat, like the spoiled meat out of it, or how that works, honestly. I think these are all the different types too. This will be the 3. So we have jerboas, microraptors, it's just a vulture sitting on a tree. Nothing more, nothing less. I think out of like all the shoulder pets, these things look like they're the smallest, to be honest. It wasn't too bad. So this was a female. So we need a male. So anything over 100, really. I think they only eat spoiled meat, too. That one's a 90. Oh, I didn't realize how low we were on everything. Oh, are these empty? How are they empty? Have you been drinking my water? Alright, well, let's put this vulture back. As long as this doesn't freeze. There we go. Well, sick. So yeah, so we technically, other than, I guess, like the smaller creatures, have all of the shoulder pets. So I just want to go through and get like breeding pairs for them. And I'll probably, like, once I get, doesn't matter male or female, once we get the whole thing. And I need to double check, especially with how much everything's eating. I definitely need to get some cryopods put together, and like basically if I'm not breeding them anymore, like the perfect breeding pairs, I need to start cryoing and putting away. I'm so surprised for how many raptors are on this. There's the only alpha that spawns is these might be bred up all the way. If they are, we can probably take them out and see what kind of damage they do. Put all this raw meat in here because I'm thinking that's what they eat is raw. Stop all and everybody on passive. I guess you're actually pretty large. You look... Wait. Please don't tell me you just wander, regardless of what anybody tells you. Jesus. Makes me nervous. Get some water real quick and then we can check out our stats. I need to get everything off of them soon. Yeah, the nanny was not feeding our wyverns with the milk inside, which I thought was a little odd. Something where you're like stuck in the ground or something. No, you're not. You're fine. These ones came out basically completely identical. Let's just go ahead and get you fully healed up. So, fully imprinted, they have almost 7k health and 387 melee. The stamina is definitely going to need to be upped by like a good bit. Definitely gonna need to take these things out and start healing them up too. Well, nice. Yeah, so we basically have everything prepped and ready. I'm just going to need to do a bunch, and I mean a bunch of crafting. I don't, because like I haven't gotten like any good blueprints. Although I've been searching for him. Yeah, we really haven't got any good blueprints, or we just have a regular RG saddle in here. Still... Yeah, so we're going to have to go primitive. I can take... So we have, I think, 3 saddles all together. So we'll need 15 more. Oh, I crafted this in my inventory? We're gonna need a lot of hide and a lot of chitin. But that's one plus side of leveling our wyverns up, as I will be taking them to the desert and doing tons of that. Also, I've been putting that in there, so everybody can just eat off of those. Well, nice. I was hoping one of them doesn't have the black that you have. That's fine. I am disappointed. Like, out of breeding for them, there was 2 really, really good colors, but one was a food mutation, and the other was a oxygen mutation. As much as I wanted to keep them, or if they had better stats like how the RGs like already did, and I wasn't so nervous with like them not having saddles, I would have figured something else out. But yeah, right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll check you on the next. And in the next, we are going to be taking on the Manicore. Hopefully. More than likely. But yeah, I'll check you later. Peace.